We want to move to the $2.6 million in unpaid taxes. And there's been a discussion
Mm.
about the idea of a tax sale. What do you think about that?
In businesses, businesses know that and there's always going to be a component of accounts receivable that are going to be harder, and uh, and even in the investing world, very often you make an investment in a fund, and there's a tail piece that the manager can't return to you, and do you have to make this decision? Do you hold out for 100%? And are unclear how long it's going to take to hold out for that last piece to be returned for you from the manager. Likewise, if you're selling, you're going to hold out that every customer is going to finally pay you in the end, or do you take some degree of haircut and move on? My inclination would be to think about what potential haircut makes sense. I'd have to look at data to get a better idea of what is how other towns operate in terms of what's realistic in terms of coming back versus not coming back. But my inclination would be to take the haircut needed and potentially refocus that operational attention on the go forward as opposed to the spilled milk, which might be near impossible to collect, even if we insisted on all of it. That's my inclination, from my work professionally, but I'm open to learning more as it relates to municipalities.
I want to put that in kind of human, real municipal terms instead of haircuts and spilled milk. Talking about the tax sale of
Mm,
properties,
mm.
residents versus the 2.6 million, which is a hefty amount of money for a town with a budget our size. Explain to the residents what you mean by that.
My understanding is that it was 2.6 million in taxes that was not.
That has not been collected. That's
Yeah,
out there. That's on the collectibles.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, again, I'd have to get more familiar with how municipalities would handle that sort of situation. I don't want to speak off the cuff on that, so I'd hold off on that.